It was at this moment that he knew. He f***ed up.
What's going on, everybody? We just got this 10x9 for over $1,000. This is the most expensive unit I've ever bought. The first thing I saw in the pictures was this bow and arrow and the telescope. I assumed it was some kind of hunter or outdoors kind of guy. Turns out I was very wrong. Lots of Christmas stuff in here, and I mean a lot of Christmas stuff. Probably 60% Christmas, but there's still some good things hidden in here. So I paid a little more than we usually do, but still turned out to be a pretty good unit once we got through it all. There are 3 boxes of these brand new plates, kind of cool design. They go for like $80 on eBay for a set, and we got 3 sets, so pretty good value right there. Lots of paperwork in this unit, some artwork, schoolwork kind of stuff. I was pretty shocked to see this right away. We got an Xbox 360 power pack and then a PlayStation 2. Couldn't find any controllers or games, but we just got the console. Have to test it out, make sure it works. Some other miscellaneous things in this box. Here's the start of the Christmas stuff. There are lots of lights, decorations, ornaments. I think there were 3 Christmas trees, but I haven't put them together yet. They were all in black bags. Kind of a cool pot. Nice design. This looked like one of those movie director chairs. Pretty cool little chair. I'm pretty sure this was an actual Coach purse, but it was really stained and dirty, so not worth much. If you're a female watching this, please do not buy purses. I've gotten thousands and thousands of purses and units, and they're so worthless. Nobody buys these things unless they're brand new. They don't hold any value. Just stop buying them.
3 hours later.
Alright, we're back. We got a Nintendo DS game, and I actually lost it somehow. It fell off the table, probably slid into the trash can. But there was 1 DS game, 1 Game Boy Advance game, a Wii, a PlayStation 2, and that was it. So very random so far. This person was a huge Marilyn Monroe fan. I'm not sure how much this stuff is worth, but we got a lot of photos, kind of signed artwork from her, pictures, and lots of knick-knack kind of stuff. All the wallets and purses were, of course, empty. Empty and dirty. Those are the 2 common things with purses. Now this was the surprise of the unit. These 2 sleeping bags I found, well, I guess they weren't sleeping bags, but an evacuation bag. They were really expensive, in pretty good condition, a couple little stains here and there, but I think we should get it, $200, $300 for each one. I've never seen this one before, a giant bowl of just vintage matchsticks. It's never a good sign when you see a Goodwill sticker on the stuff in storage units. Usually you don't want people who shop at Goodwill. They tend not to have the most expensive stuff. kind of cute little duck. The bases and stuff were kind of chipped up, so I'm not sure how much they're going to actually worth. But I had a whole set of them. I guess it's a goose. This is actually one of the better boxes in the unit. A little light bright. It wasn't the vintage one, so it's not worth that much. Now, I found these cards before in a previous unit. We probably got eight different sets of them in the last unit, and they sell pretty good. This one was brand new, but it was missing some pieces. So it's not the $40, $50 kind of box. Lots of brand new board games, card games. Those will sell pretty good at like a yard sale for a couple bucks here and there. When you get these old board games, you always want to check the date. We found one board game from, I believe, like the 80s or 90s, and it was like $60, and it was used. So people collect the old Candyland, Monopoly kind of games. Now, normally I'd throw pottery like this out pretty quickly, but it almost felt like this was metal. The petals were so thin that I was kind of shocked that it was porcelain. So I looked them up, and they're actually pretty expensive. These little ones were kind of chipped up and missing some petals, so they're not going to be worth that much, but the ones I find later in the unit were pretty valuable, like probably $100. So I was kind of shocked by this little pottery in here. This unit unfortunately had rats and mice in it, so there were a lot of poop droppings and stuff. So a lot of the clothes were, smelly and dirty. It's kind of a shame. If you ever get your own storage unit to actually rent yourself, make sure you put your own rat traps in there, or your stuff is going to get ruined. It's always disappointing when you see rat poop in units. It's rat poop, cat pee, and a smoker. Those are the worst things to smell when you first open up a storage unit auction. This little Kiwi was brand new in the box. When I found that Nintendo DS game in the bottom of the box, I made sure to really start digging through these things, because you never know when they just, throw their stuff in random boxes. This is a pretty cool blanket, but has a bunch of holes in it. And these are cool books. I'd like to keep them, but they had rat poop all over them, so I didn't want to deal with cleaning them. And it makes it tough donating it to Goodwill when there's rat poop on it. This is a pretty interesting box. A lot of Asian artifacts, I guess you'd call them, or just little tchotchke kind of things. I think there should be some good value in here, but I'll have to scan and look up each one of these things to see what they are. Cast iron teapot. There's a fair amount of brand new stuff in boxes, so that was nice. New stuff is always the best to sell. Lots of cables, more Xbox Power Packs, PlayStation Power Packs. So I was getting hopeful that there was going to be just a box of video games. Never turned up. I thought for sure there'd be at least a Nintendo Switch or DS or something in there. Now these bathroom boxes may seem like junk, but these half-used perfume bottles actually sell for pretty good money. If you just get a lot of them together. Most of them were at least 85–90% full. This GameStop gift card actually had money on it, a grand total of $1.05, which is a lot more than that's usually on gift cards. Where's Waldo are some of my favorite books, so I'll definitely be keeping those, cleaning them up. And while I was unloading this at the facility, I got excited. You know, I saw the bow and arrow in the front, and then I saw all these bullet casings on the ground. There's more bullet casings in this little tub. I thought for sure there'd be more actual bullets or a gun. Just 30 spent rounds. Couple of Goodwill DVD players that'll go back to Goodwill. There's a Wii game. I think there's an Xbox 360 game in there. This jewelry was from Kay's. It didn't look like gold or anything fancy, so I think it's just costume jewelry with this other stuff. There was one 925 silver ring mixed in here. So here's the expensive flower. It was made in Italy, and it's vintage. But you can just tell when you pick it up that it was not like your normal piece of pottery. Along with Christmas, we had Halloween and fall themed stuff like Thanksgiving. Stuff that doesn't really sell that well unless it's, you know, the holidays. So a lot of this stuff will just be sitting on until the fall. Some of the Christmas stuff is pretty good. I actually keep most of these things. We've got a little gnome collection like this. It's kind of cool. And a lot of the stuffed animals are brand new with tags and not affected by the rats. Couple guns. Didn't seem like airsoft. I think that pistol is a paintball gun, but I couldn't find where you put the CO2 container. I'm not sure if there's a pump action paintball gun. Empty wallet. Part of one of the Christmas trees. Some of these Christmas things will sell pretty good once the holidays come. You know, even if you get a couple bucks for each thing, it still adds up pretty quick. Nice brand new cooler. We're going to use this on one of our road trips this summer. This was kind of a cool checkerboard. The pieces were a lot different than just the normal little circles. We're going to keep these lights, testing out. If not, sent it for copper scrap. And the strange thing was, with all this Christmas stuff, there was one Tupac book, which seems completely random. Nice box of DVDs. Good $5-10 for them. Probably 20 of them are Blu-rays. More holiday stuff. It's nice finding cardboard boxes like this because I can use it to ship my eBay stuff with. If you are a subscriber, I can give you a 5% discount on anything you buy from my eBay store. Just let me know what you buy. Now we're getting into the thick of the Christmas stuff. Nice oversized totes though. I didn't actually go through the Christmas stuff. Didn't have time, but it looked like just kind of your generic Christmas stuff. Nothing super fancy like a Swarovski crystal. Some more brand new Christmas stuff. These ones are little snowflakes. Got the candy canes earlier. And in this big box is a little kid, like, reading nook. Still brand new in the box. It was sold on Amazon, but now it's discontinued. But should get like $100 for it. And there are a lot of really ornate and intricate picture frames. This picture was actually like a cloth finish. I'm not sure what it's called, but it was like more of a print. Or not a. It was more like a sewing painting. Now I hate giant boxes of China like this, even though it's expensive. I've shipped 3 or 4 of these on eBay, and they always break. So now I only sell them local. There are a couple of Christmas Village and nativity scenes. If you get the right ones, some of them can be pretty expensive, but you got to watch out for chips and cracks. Like this one was missing a big part of the building. Just a junky box of kitchen stuff. And a junky chair. Decent looking stuffed animals, look brand new, didn't smell. So those would be good for donations to like the fire department and polices. They'll give it to, kids in need during the holidays. I was checking out one of those jackets and there was actually like 50 cents in coins in one of the pockets, and now I gotta go check all the other coats. More Christmas stuff. Here's some of those Christmas trees. I didn't see a base to these, just like the branches. So I'll have to dig into these, make sure there's actually complete trees. And a giant teddy bear with a hole, strangely, right there in the middle. So I'm not sure what that was used for, but pretty good unit overall so far. Come back for part 2 next week. Thanks.